to whatever might be making her nervous. However, if you do have, let's say, a person come up to you or something and maybe she's a little too frightened of him and you're not comfortable bringing her towards the person, just keep a safe distance and praise her when she does respond to commands at that safe distance. Having her right next to someone that she's really not comfortable with may result in a fearful attitude towards, let's say, men or people that might be built a certain way or something like that. So when you have her out and about and some random person comes up to Madison and they're like, "Oh, what a cute dog," that's the worst way to go about meeting a new dog. So don't be afraid to tell them, "Hey, you know, we're still training. Would you mind keeping a distance right now as we're working on our basic manners," or something like that. So we're going to be working with Maddison. Oh, she got some spit right here. We're going to be working with Maddison on those basic commands. However, we want to make sure that there's a person present instead of just myself. So we're going to up the distraction level there, as she may not be interested in toys and things all the time. She's a very social girl, so having someone there maybe that she doesn't see all the time might get her a little bit excited is always a good idea. Madison. Good girl. So we want to start off slow. I want to make sure that she can pay attention to me and follow through with the commands without someone standing right next to her, you know, a family friend or a neighbor or someone that might be helping you with her. Good girl. Sit. Stay. Okay, so we also want to make sure we start off slow. I'm not going to give her a whole bunch of distance right now because I'm not sure if she's going to get up as soon as I walk away or something like that. So basically when you're starting a training session with Maddison at home, start off slow. You want to make sure that she remembers all of the basic commands that you're going over with her. Good stay. Good stay. And also make sure that you're reinforcing the commands at the end. Good stay or good sit, as that's going to be the last thing that she hears in regards to that specific command. Good sit. Good girl, stay. Okay, so right now I'm going to let her hang out there. I'm going to give her some distance and we're going to let her hang out for just a little bit here and work on the duration part of this. She's doing a great job maintaining eye contact. Okay, so obviously she moved. I don't want to go in swooping, you know, correcting her, being intimidating. She responds very well to subtle gestures and saying things nicely to her. So I want to make sure that this is the most positive experience possible in regards to stay. And I'm not going to have her wait a long time. However, I want to make sure that she can display some self-control. Wait there for a little bit for me. Perhaps I can walk around her, and then she'll be able to be released from her stay. And you always want to make sure that when she is in a stay that you having the leash does not mean that she gets to get up and move around or anything like that. So play with the leash. You can have it touch her, swing it around. You want her to be comfortable with all of this. She's doing a very good job. Good stay. Good stay. Good girl. Okay, so we have her distraction here, Jamie. He's going to be helping us with her stays here. And all Jamie's going to be doing is, in the beginning, I just want him to bend down like this. So we're not going to be approaching Maddison biting. So we just want to work on the basics of stay and have her rewarded when she does follow through and there's another person there. This is good when meeting new people. You can have Maddison stay, and then let's say you have her on the leash, she's staying there, you're able to walk up to someone, talk to them, greet them, what have you, and then you can go back to Maddison, release her, or you can allow them to approach her, whichever you feel might be the safest. She's already eyeballing him. Stay. Practice this with neighbors, whoever might be around, available to help you, your family, someone that can be a distraction, but not be too excitable for Maddison. Good girl. Good stay. So we're having her wait. I want her to maintain focus on me and not someone else. Good stay. Let's stay. Okay, so now Jamie's going to be able to get up out of his crouching lion position. And what I'm going to be doing is interacting with Jamie while having her at a stay. This is extremely difficult, especially for puppies that want to be underfoot and into everything that you're doing. Making sure that they can give you space while you interact with someone is very important. It's also very difficult for them. So making sure that we're working on this constantly. Consistency is key. Always making sure that she's working on this whenever you have someone around. Don't let her get away with anything. I know she's really cute and everyone would really get her excited when they see her, but definitely let them know, hey, you know, Maddison is in training at your house. Try to employ a no talk, no touch, no eye contact policy. You can even have it on your door or something, just to make sure that when people come into your house, that they're not in an overly excited state, thus reflecting on Maddison, getting her excited, or even in an anxious state, depending on the situation. Now she's a little tired from playing. Come on. Not wanting to get up right now. Madison, so good girl. Okay, very good. Sit. No, sit. No, good girl. Just sit. Stay. avoid that at all costs. Another thing is to make sure that, a new person can give Madison a treat when they come into the house. This will show her that she doesn't have anything to be afraid of. Perhaps if she gets a little anxious when someone comes in. Not wanting to get up again, that's okay. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, so, can you hang on to her for me? Thank you. Stay. Okay, so just to demonstrate the wrong way to approach a dog is to come in like this. Obviously you can see that she's kind of shrinking back and she doesn't really appreciate that kind of approach. Definitely tell someone if they do that to your dog to stop immediately. That's a surefire way of making enemies with a dog, and you don't want that. You want to make sure that they have only pleasant experiences with new people and also people that they've seen before. Another thing that you might want to ask them to do is either stand to the side, you don't want them to face Maddison, but give a leg or a fist or something so she'll be able to smell and then be more comfortable with that person approaching her. All right, I'll take it back. Thank you. All right, so that's pretty much it for her meeting new people. The only thing is I want to make sure that she's exposed to as many situations as possible. So think of her in terms of a goal is to become a therapy dog or something. You want to make sure that she's comfortable with, inanimate objects moving around like big chairs and loud sounds, very large objects in front of her, things like that, flashes of light and stuff like that. So making sure that she gets comfortable in those kind of situations is very important. You don't want a nervous dog as an adult. It's going to make it difficult to take her anywhere.